All right, everybody. I'd like to say hi to everybody who is here from the media. If I can see, I'm trying to see if everybody's here to just show yourselves for a while and give me the thumbs up that you're here and that you're safe in the comforts of your own homes or your offices. Because right now I only see the Smile Train team. Let's see. There you go. I see. Carlo, enthusiastic ka. Thank you for the thumbs up. Who else is here? I see Bei. Thank you for joining us. Who else do I see? Sweet, Minerva. Wow, with Sweet, buong pamilya. Okay yan ah. I like it. But I think that we're all complete and we're ready to start. So let's get this thing going. Maayong buntag, everyone. Thank you so much for being here on behalf of Smile Train Philippines. Thank you for joining us in our first virtual Cebu media event. My name is Lexi Schultz and I'll be your host for today. And I'd like to say thank you so much to the media out there for joining us it's raining in Manila. I'm not sure if it's raining out there in Cebu. It's a really rainy morning, but you know what? We're all here. Smiley morning. Thank you so much, Bei. Smiley morning to everyone. Like you, I am so thrilled to learn about the latest developments at Smile Train Philippines and how we can help more Filipinos born with a cleft. Now, today we are here to launch the first comprehensive Cleft Care Center in Cebu virtually. And in fact, if you can see all of the screens, there are a lot of people now on the ground over there in Cebu, clinicians, those involved with the project and the program. A big shout out to you, everybody out there. And it seems as though all of the safety protocols are in place. Thank you so much for your service. And we look forward to all of the work that you will be doing. Now, thanks to Smile Train and its partners like Mabuhay Deseret Foundation and ARC Hospital, the organization has supported more than 64,000 cleft surgeries in 50 partner hospitals and organizations throughout the Philippines for the past 2 decades. That's a lot of work. Thank you so much for your service. As the organization also marks its 20th year in the country, it is further expanding its services to include nutrition support, orthodontic and dental treatment, and of course, speech therapy in more locations across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Now, this morning, we are more than grateful to have our partners and Cebu media friends gathered today to launch our very first Cleft Center in Lapu-Lapu, Cebu. Now, I hope once again, everyone is safe in the comforts of their own homes or offices. And joining us this morning are Ms. Kimmy Coseteng Flaviano. She's Smile Train's Vice President for Southeast Asia. We also have with us Ms. Melody Ledesma. She's the Country Director of Mabuhay Deseret Foundation. And finally, we have Dr. Alex Alegrado. He is the Medical Director of Allegiant Regional Care, or ARC Hospitals Incorporated. Good morning, the three of you. Good morning.
Good morning, Lexi. Good morning to our friends here who joined us today.
Hey.
Wow, few words, no, Doc Alex. Hey, we're here.
Morning, everyone.
All right, thank you so much for that. Now, on behalf of the 3 organizations that you represent, I would like to thank everyone for taking out the time to join us this morning. Just a few reminders for everybody. You will be placed on mute during our program to make sure that we can hear all of our speakers very well. And to our media attendees, you may have some questions that you have in mind already that you want to ask. Please note them right now. You can write them down for yourselves or maybe put them on your cell phones because we will have time for questions later on in the program. Now it's time to listen, of course, to our friends over at Smile Train. First up, we have, of course, Smile Train's Vice President for Southeast Asia with some of her words. Of course, we have Ms. Kimmy Coseteng Flaviano. Take it away, Kimmy.
Thank you, Lexi. And I do want to spend a bit of time here to acknowledge all the help that Lexi has provided to Smile Train all these years. Thank you for sharing your time and your talent to help us raise awareness about the cause and create a brighter future for the thousands of patients we have helped throughout the years. We hope that our friends from the media who are with us today can also help us spread the word about the work that our partner hospitals, medical professionals, social workers, patient care teams are doing to ensure that no one born with a cleft would have to live their lives without receiving life-changing treatment. And this is why we are all here today. I'm proud to share about SmellTrain's vision and how grateful we are to be working with partners who are as passionate and dedicated to work together towards the same goals. By working with local medical professionals, healthcare workers, and hospitals, we are able to provide safe, high quality, and timely services all year round. We've seen how SmellTrain's sustainable model has risen above the challenges, such as the COVID-19 pandemic. In the past year and a half, we have seen our partner hospitals, with additional support to ensure that safety is put above everything else, are able to provide cleft surgeries in their respective communities. During this challenging period, SmellTrain has 26 partner hospitals actively providing cleft surgeries around the country. But as you know, and the reason we are here today is because surgery is only one aspect of cleft care. Babies born with a cleft need more than just surgery, and as they grow older, additional services are needed to enable them to lead happy, healthy, and productive lives. To learn more about comprehensive cleft care, please watch this short video clip.
Pinapangarap namin sa SmellTrain na lahat ng mga batang may bingot ay mabigyan ng pagkakataong mabuhay ng masaya at malusog. Kadalasan, ang mga batang bingot ay hirap kumain, magsalita at kahit huminga. Ang isang operasyon ay hindi sapat para maayos itong lahat. Dahil dito, ang SmellTrain ay nakikipagtulungan sa mga lokal na ospital at medikal na profesional upang mabigyan ng komprehensibong pangangalaga sa mga ipinanganak na may bingot. Kasama dito ang speech services para sa pananalita, programang pangnutrisyon, psychosocial counseling at support, orthodontics, dental care, diagnostics at serbisyo para sa pandinig. Sinusuportahan ng SmellTrain ang mga serbisyong ito hanggang kailangan nito. Para sa karagdagang kaalaman kung bakit importante ang komprehensibong pangangalaga para sa mga may bingot, bisitahin ang smelltrain.ph/ccc. Pinapangarap namin sa SmellTrain na lahat ng mga
Oops, sorry about that. And we'll go to the next slide. There you go. And as you know, we continue to work with partner hospitals and organizations like ARC Hospital and Mabuhay Deseret to work towards offering as many components of comprehensive cleft care as possible. For the past 20 years, SmellTrain has supported over 64,000 surgeries in the Philippines, significantly more than all other cleft charities combined. This number includes at least 800 surgeries performed in Cebu and another 3,400 plus surgeries in nearby provinces like Bohol, Samar, Leyte, and Negros Oriental. In addition, we have partners who are offering various components of comprehensive cleft care, including Cebu Doctors University, and of course, Mabuhay Deseret Foundation here in Cebu. However, we know that our work is far from over, as there is an estimate of about 5,000 Filipinos born every year with a cleft. Just in the past 15 months or so, we have received over 4,000 inquiries from parents and patients asking for our help. Thankfully, our partners have been able to provide over 1,800 surgeries in the year 2020 and have already provided 1,120 surgeries during the first half of 2021. And to be able to do even more for the patients and their families, we created new programs and formed new partnerships. We launched a speech telehealth program so that patients from anywhere in the Philippines can receive speech therapy services in the comforts of their homes. We also launched the first ever speech language app that patients can use to support their speech sessions at home. Our partnerships with breastfeeding and nutrition counselors have been extremely helpful in providing guidance to pregnant mothers or those who have just given birth to provide them with support they need as they nurture their babies and ensure they are healthy to be able to prepare them for cleft surgery. We also launched a series of discussions on comprehensive cleft care called CleftCon that's streamed on Facebook and is currently airing on radio as well in partnership with the Radio Mindanao Network and RMN Foundation. So yes, it has been an extremely busy year for SmellTrain, and here we are looking to do more for patients and their families. which brings us to why we are here today. Smile Train is grateful for a partnership with Mabuhay Deseret Foundation. Since 2008, they have helped facilitate surgery and care for patients, not just in Cebu, but all over the country. They have organized surgical outreach initiatives in places like Bataan and Palawan, and are regularly providing cleft care in Manila, Cebu, and Davao. This Cleft Center at ARC Hospital is a symbol of Smile Train's commitment to our patients and their families. And we are grateful to be sharing and celebrating this milestone with all of you today. And to share in our joy, one of our global ambassadors would like to pass on her greetings to all of you too.
Maayong buntag, Cebu! What an exciting day for the cleft-affected individuals and families in Cebu. Having a comprehensive cleft care center in Cebu will improve access to services like surgery, speech therapy, orthodontics, and nutrition, which will allow children and adults born with a cleft to live happier, healthier, and more productive lives. Congratulations and a big thank you to ARC Hospital, Mabuhay Deseret Foundation, and of course, our friends at Smile Train for making this possible. Stay safe always. God bless.
Thank you. And with that, I'd like to pass on this virtual stage to Ms. Melody Ledesma, Country Director of Mabuhay Deseret Foundation.
Thanks, Kimi. Just like you, I would also like to mention that without the efforts of the people behind it, this event would not be possible. Before I begin, I'd like to acknowledge and express our gratitude to the people who worked so hard to make this launch a success. Thanks to the great work of the Mabuhay Deseret Foundation Team Cebu, Shelly, Natalie, Louise, you guys are awesome. Together with Diane, architect, with the ARC family, and of course Smile Train, who made a significant contribution to this exciting event. I'm also appreciative of the presence of our Mabuhay Deseret Board of Trustees, ambassadors, and the entire Mabuhay Deseret Foundation family for all your help and encouragement. For almost 33 years, Mabuhay Deseret Foundation has been facilitating free, subsidized surgeries and procedures for individuals with disfigurations such as cleft lip palate, club feet, cataracts, crossed eyes, eye maladies, amputees in need of prosthetic legs, and other debilitating conditions. The work that we do is made possible through our partners, volunteers, and donors who contribute to making a lasting impact on the lives of many people. One of our major miracle program is the Cleft Care program, wherein we partner with the amazing cleft organization Smile Train to provide the much-needed treatment for children with clefts and give them hope for a brighter future. The positive and phenomenal change that we see in the lives of our patients truly inspires us to continue our life-saving work. That's why we are very thrilled about the launching of the new Cleft Care Center. In partnership with the Allegiant Regional Care or ARC Hospital and Smile Train. We are honored to be part of this program and are grateful to ARC Hospital for welcoming Mabuhay Deseret and Smile Train patients, and for providing state-of-the-art services even way before the plans for the Cleft Care Center were brought about. And now, through the new Cleft Care Center, we can better reach the cleft communities in the Visayas region and provide a more accessible comprehensive care for cleft-affected individuals. We are humbled to be part of this wonderful work of creating brighter smiles. With this partnership, we can help more children reach their dreams, just like little Sophia. Since receiving her cleft surgery, she has grown into a jolly, energetic, and intelligent girl who excels at school. She wants to become a teacher or a nurse someday, so she can pay forward the kindness of all the people who helped her.
Mayong adlaw. Daghan kay salamat sa ARC Hospital,
sa Smile Train,
at sa Mabuhay Deseret Foundation
for giving our little girl a big hope and a new smile.
Tungod sa inyo, nabago akong kinabuhi.
Nanay bagong pahiyong mga akong anak.
Sa Guwapa ug nindot na ang smile sa among baby.
Daghang salamat ninyong tanan na anay nindot nga smile ang akong anak nga si Baby Jacob.
Nabigyan mo ako ng confident or yung parang namahayap ako ng loob. Tapos binabanyo nila ang buhay ko. Nila ako ng banyong ngiti, banyong pag-asya.
Naanay, bagong pahiyom ang akong anak. Daghan kayong salamat.
Nang dahil sa inyo, mas naging confident ang pagngiti ng anak ko at mas naging socialize pa siya sa mga kapwa niya bata.
Hope daghan pa mong matabangan sama sa akong anak.
Daghang salamat.
Thank you.
Daghan kayong salamat.
Thank you.
Daghang salamat sa inyong tabang.
God bless you.
Hello, I'm Jermaine Dancolin, a certified speech language pathologist or speech therapist. It has been 3 years since I started working for and with the cleft population, and I am overjoyed that Smile Train has decided to create this new project, a new cleft center here in Cebu. Because of this, we will be able to continue giving those with cleft a second chance in life despite the ongoing pandemic. Speech therapy has been and is still something inaccessible to most. Aside from the surgical operations, this is also a very important aspect of the cleft intervention. Thankfully, the new Art Cleft Center will be offering both on-site and virtual speech assessment and therapy services. As a speech therapist, I aim to change the world one word at a time.
Smile Train has given patients with orofacial cleft access to treatment beyond surgery. During my training and throughout my practice, I was given the opportunity to provide non-surgical treatments for better surgical outcomes. As a partner of Smile Train, I am grateful to be able to give back to the community and provide timely care to these patients. Thank you, Smile Train, and looking forward to a stronger and long-lasting partnership.
Throughout my training and practice, we have seen that patients need more than just cleft surgery. This Cleft Center is a valuable resource for cleft-affected individuals and their families. We hope that we will be able to help so many more patients become the best versions of themselves.
For many years, I have been given the opportunity to provide surgery and care for the thousands of patients who are born with a cleft here in Cebu and around the Philippines. I am grateful to Smile Train for this opportunity to be a part of this exciting project right here in Cebu. This will allow all of us to be able to provide timely, safe, and quality cleft treatment for the many patients who are depending on us.
Don't you just love to see those beautiful smiles? Thank you so much to our heroes, Miss Germaine, Dr. Larissa, Dr. Liza, and Dr. Elaine. When we work together, we can change the world one smile at a time. Again, we express our heartfelt thanks to our partners Smile Train and ARC Hospital, volunteer doctors, and everyone else who takes part in our cause. Because of you, more children can have brighter futures to smile at. Back to you, Lexi.
I'm a little bit emotional. Thank you so much for both of those updates, Kimmy and Melody. And I could see Melody like sort of also taking away tears from her eyes, because it's really just so heartwarming to see, that the patients not only feel like they were taken care of, but the progress and the confidence that they get. I mean, it's just truly so heartwarming. Thank you so much for that. Now, please help me in joining and welcoming Dr. Alex Alegrado. He's the medical director of ARC Hospital. This partnership of Smile Train and Mabuhay Deseret Foundation wouldn't be possible without the help of ARC. Mayang buntag, Dr. Alegrado. Thank you so much for joining us as well.
Pleasant day to everyone. On behalf of the Allegiant Regional Care Hospital's Board of Directors and family, I would like to express our support and humble gratitude to Mabuhay Deseret Foundation and Smile Train Foundation for this partnership in providing a comprehensive Cleft Care Center. With ARC Hospital's vision of being a provider of exceptional medical care in the Philippines, we assure the patients and their families of the best healthcare outcomes. Moreover, making this program available to everyone ensures that we are able to reach more children. Having a comprehensive care facility at ARC hospitals will not only enhance the patient's healthcare journey, but also provide a continuum of services to achieve the maximum potential of these children. The services here at ARC hospitals will be made available year-round for continuity of care. Finally, I would like to give my utmost gratitude to our doctors, nurses, and all allied healthcare members. Thank you so much for your commitment and dedication.
Thank you, everyone. And I would like to thank most especially our patients for entrusting us in the care of these cleft lip patients. And now let us join in viewing the ribbon cutting and unveiling ceremony, which was done this morning.
On behalf of Smile Train Philippines, Mabuhay Deseret Foundation, and the Allegiant Regional Care Hospitals, we would like to thank everyone who helped us in making this Cleft Care Center a reality. We would also like to thank the guests who joined us here today as we proceed to the ribbon cutting and unveiling ceremony.
Back to you, Lexi.
Thank you so much for that, Dr. Alex, and thank you so much for your heartwarming message. It's truly captivating that Smile Train is continuously growing its network with its partners to bring comprehensive cleft care to the Filipinos in remote areas of the country. And of course, this partnership wouldn't be possible without ARC as an avenue to make comprehensive cleft care services made more accessible to the cleft-affected individuals and families, of course, as well in the region. Now, I hope our media friends are just as excited as we are for endless opportunities the organization can bring. Now, I'd like to invite everyone, well, for now, Kimmy, Melody, and Doc Alex, I'd like to bring you back onto the screen for a photo op. And then we're going to also do a photo with all of our friends from the media. There you go. We're all coming in one at a time with the biggest smiles as well. All right, let's count it off in 3, 2. Mackie, I think we're good.
Yes, we're good.
So now I'd love to invite everybody as well to open their videos so that we can see everybody and have a wonderful photo together. Mackie, are we ready for the photo? Oh, what a nice community.
Let's just wait for a few more people.
Right.
Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Show up your big smiles, everyone. And one more. 3, 2, 1. We're good. Thanks, Lexi.
Thank you for that, Mackie. And you know what? Although I know that some of the healthcare professionals and workers are in their homes, or in their offices, so it's great to see that you are all shielded up and masked up, but we could see the smiles through your eyes. Thank you so much for being here. Now, earlier we told you to take note of all of the questions that you may have about the information that was just shared, or maybe information that you feel you didn't get from the presentations. So I'd like you to send all of your potential questions to our chat, and I will try to get to all of them if we have the time. But first, I'd like to ask, well, I'll start the ball rolling. With this partnership, I mean, it seems to be a very fluid and very wonderful partnership. How many patients with cleft and their families as well, because it's really not just about the patient, Kimmy, and you've said this to me a million times, it's also about the family. It's really a whole, and it's the community as well. How many patients and families are you planning to reach? Because 64,000 was the number, and it just sounds like a spectacular number to me. I'm sure with all of your other cleft centers, care centers, you'll be reaching so much more.
Thanks, Lexi. So yes, we don't really have a cap, but our goal is to reach as many patients as possible. So as I said earlier in the presentation, every year in the Philippines, there's an estimated number of about 5,000 babies born with a cleft. And if we can help all of them, then that would be really great for us. So as you know, we do have partner hospitals all over the Philippines. So this cleft center at ARC Hospital is really to be able to provide services for those who are based in Cebu or those who can travel to Cebu. So for example, right now we're getting a lot of inquiries from patients in Samar, in Leyte, in Dumaguete, and we don't have partners doing surgeries there at this time because of the pandemic. If they can come to Cebu, they can be treated there too.
Alex or Melody, would you like to add to that?
Sure. For Mabuhay Deseret, we are partners with Smile Train in providing cleft care surgery for everyone in the Philippines. We have other partners as well all over the Philippines, but for Cebu, we plan to have around 16 or more surgeries every month for cleft at ARC. So we could increase this number as we proceed with more doctors joining us, because right now we only have 2 doctors. You met them, Dr. Elaine and Dr. Lisa. And we also, since it's a comprehensive cleft care service, so we also provide other services such as dental and speech therapy. So it's the whole package thanks to Smile Train because of that.
That's so awesome because, you know, it's not just about the first operation, but it's, you know, a lot of follow-up, a lot of therapy, and it's really quite the process. And it's so wonderful that you see it all the way through. So thank you so much for that. The second question we have, it's specifically for Smile Train, which, well, of course, we're celebrating Cebu today. But with, you know, with the success of all of this, are you looking to also expand this or extend it to different parts of the country as well? Because of course we have Manila and then Cebu. Are we planning to do Davao or General Santos? What's happening next for Smile Train?
Thanks, Lexi. So yes, so as you know, we do have partner hospitals all over the country providing surgery. And in some places, they do already provide nutrition counseling and speech therapy and orthodontics. So the Cleft Care Centers are basically, you know, a little bit above, more than just providing the surgery, right? So if we're able to strategically, you know, have these in locations around the country, you know, North Luzon, Central Luzon, a couple in Manila, a couple in Visayas, and a couple in Mindanao, that would be really ideal. So right now we are, before the end of the year, we're expecting about 6 to 8 cleft centers around the country that will be set up formally.
That's amazing. That is amazing. Thank you so much for that answer, Kimmy. I'll go into the chat now from
Sure.
It's Life is Beautiful. I love it. I love the hashtag, or I love the handle. How can the patients avail of the services offered by the first ever Cleft Care Center in Cebu? Are they going to contact either Smile Train or Mabuhay Deseret?
Yeah, so for it depends. So either way, what's going to happen is if the parent or patient contacts Smile Train, we refer them to Mabuhay Desert anyway. So I'll pass you on to Melody, and maybe she can introduce her team in Cebu, who will be taking on the inquiries from parents and patients.
Thanks, Kimi. Right, so I saw some questions also in the chat. Yeah, I just posted the contact numbers of our staff in Cebu. If ever there are walk-ins, that's also okay. But our will also refer them to Mabuhay. Since it's pandemic right now, we have to really be careful of everyone, you know, not just the staff, but also the patients themselves and their families. So we'd rather have them call us so that we could schedule them. That way they will be entertained. So we have the following numbers that they could note so that they will be able to reach them, and they could entertain all questions that they have for the preparation, the requirements, and everything that they need to know about how to go about the surgery.
All right, thanks for that, Melody. Now it's a question from Nats Balota from ARC F2F participants. Is it open to the public how to apply or register a child? Is there an age requirement for a child to avail of the Cleft Care Center services? Because from what I see, you can go at such an early age. I'm not sure exactly if you can do it before the first year. Maybe Doc Alex, would you be able to answer that?
Sure. So it's actually available to everyone. And the first step really is to get in touch with Mabuhay Deseret. And let me just add that the reason why we really partnered with these foundations, Mabuhay Deseret as well as Smile Train, is that we share the same vision of continuity of care. So what's good about this program is that they get all the comprehensive services needed for these patients, and not only the surgery itself, but as well as how they will be able to go back to the community and then, you know, live their normal lives and encourage them. So again, it's available to everyone. Don't hesitate to call us. We can also entertain any questions, especially if it's something clinical or medical that you need. And we do have doctors here all the time to answer the questions. And I would like to thank also the Department of Pediatrics. They're the ones screening our patients. So any time of the day, they come here, they screen these patients, and if they're fit for surgery, we do the surgery at a particular time for them. Yeah.
Thank you so much for that. Kimmy, did you want to add anything? Or I think
yes,
Alex.
Yes, I just wanted to mention, Lexi, you were asking about the right age and all that. So right now, especially now that there's a pandemic, we've seen a lot of mothers contacting Smile Train even before they give birth. And what's great about this is that we can help the mothers prepare them for delivery so that they're not shocked. No, so sometimes, I mean, you would know as a mother, it's very difficult to breastfeed, and there are a lot of challenges. So what more with a baby with a cleft? So if we're able to talk to the mothers before they give birth, it's fantastic because then we can help prepare them. And if they come to us after they've given birth, that's fine too. So anytime they're ready to come, we're encouraging everybody to come as soon as they can because we can help them from birth until they're older.
Right. So I'm just curious because I forget that sometimes you already know that even though you're just carrying, that the baby will come out with that. When exactly do they find that out in the process? I'm so curious about that.
Some of them see it in the ultrasound, so at least the cleft lip can be seen in an ultrasound. So we've seen some parents or mothers who've come to us letting us know that this is what they saw in the scan and their baby may have a cleft. So we kind of help prepare them psychologically and physically, emotionally for the birth of their baby.
Well, from Myong, this is actually sort of connected. Can the condition be prevented? Because it does happen in utero. Can you cite activities or a combination of malpractices for pregnant women that will lead to this condition? From what I know, it's really nothing that the mother does, but you can probably clear that up for us.
Right, and maybe Dr. Alex can add more about this, but from what we know from Smile Train is that it's there's a lot of factors affecting the development of a baby inside your stomach. There's environmental factors, there's genetics, there's maybe you're smoking or drinking or exposed to certain things while we're pregnant, or maybe you got sick and you were taking some medicine. So there's a lot of factors, and it's really very difficult to pinpoint what caused the cleft. Of course, there's a medical aspect to it, and Dr. Alegrado might be able to say something related to that.
Yeah, I agree, Kim. So basically, there's a lot of reasons why you would have something like this, right? And it has nothing to do really with how the baby was delivered. It's more factors outside of the delivery process, right? So some of these are familial, for example. So we can already screen at the point of pregnancy. But how do you prevent it? I think that's one of the questions there. It's really having a very good prenatal check and screening, and then a lot of education to the mom. And then there's also nutritional support, emotional support. All of these things are important. That's why it's termed as comprehensive care, because even if they have this notion probably that they will only come to us if they already have the condition. But I mean, Mabuhay, Deseret, and Smile is actually doing screening even prior to that. So it's a good program.
All right. So with that, I think there are no more messages on the chat. Maybe I can just ask for final thoughts from, let's start with Doc Alex, and then let's move on to Melody, and finally with Kimmy.
So I would like to thank again Smile Train as well as Mabuhay Deseret for trusting us. We try really our best to provide the best health outcomes for these children. And we share your vision that these are our future. So we are very glad and happy that you are our partners. And we hope to continue this in the long term, maybe add more services, not just for this cleft lip and care center, but other services like for the eye, for clubfoot, all the malformations there is. And again, thank you, Lexi, for joining us. And thank you, everyone. And thanks for the greeting from Catriona. Thanks for mentioning ARC Hospital.
Thank you so much for that, Doc Alex. Now we move on to Melody.
Thanks, Lexi. Yes, Dr. Alex, we appreciate our partnership with you. We are very, very much excited on what's in store for all the cleft patients of the full region. Actually, we have been talking about this long way before Kim and I, because we really want to find a hospital who's willing to take on and share our mission. Sorry, I'm very emotional about this because so many people are reaching out, and it's pandemic time. They want to at least have hope. And I think we're giving them hope. And I hope the media here will be able to spread this good news so that we could assure parents, even way before, like Kim said, even way before they're going to give birth. So it's exciting that we could help in a way change their lives. And thank you so much, Lexi, for hosting this. It's really a wonderful event. And of course, Smile Train, we appreciate you. You know that. Thank you.
Hi, Melody. You cannot make me cry. Bawal umiyak. May makeup ako. Thank you so much for that. Because even a while ago, I felt your emotion. I could see you on the screen and just, because it's such a passion that all of you share, a shared passion for all of the, the foundations and the cogs involved in this wonderful wheel of health. So finally, message from Miss Kimmy over there, who's not as emotional as Melody.
I am. I just hide it better.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I mean, after 11 years of working with Smile Train, every story, every smile, every time a parent says thank you, it still makes me cry. And I know it's been thousands of patients, but like Melody said, it's each patient, it's one life that you've changed and one life that you've touched. So yeah, so thank you, Lexi. Thank you, everyone. Dr. Alegrado, this is really, something that Melody and I have been discussing. We have to find a hospital that will help us with this. So we're very grateful that we were able to find a wonderful partner in our hospitals. I want to thank my colleagues, June and Tess, are also here on the call for all of and the team of Mabuhay Deseret who were working at the background to make sure that today's event was a success, and that the programs on the ground continue to be a success. Natalie and Louise, they're the ones who patients call every single day, morning, noon, and midnight. Even on weekends, they're the ones who really are extremely dedicated to make sure that the parents are provided with a proper guidance and care throughout this process that they need. So my last message is really to be able to encourage our media friends to send the message out and spread the word that, to encourage the parents that they should seek help for their child who needs help, right? Because they're the child or the baby really can't do much. And they are depending on the parents to be able to receive the help that they need. And this is all life-changing or, life-changing treatment that they really need and deserve so that they can live a full and healthy life. So again, thank you. And we hope that we can do this event face-to-face, physically, in the very, very near future. We'd like to meet everybody here on this call when we do this event there.
Sama ako sa Cebu, ha?
Of course. Yes. Maybe in 2022.
Hopefully.
Love
but for now, we all just have to stay safe and just do the protocols. But I'd like to thank Kimmy as well for, I always feel like I'm part of the Smile Train family with Kimmy. When she got me to host many, many years ago, I couldn't say no. I didn't want to say no. And this is such an amazing effort. And the people, are just so genuine and they just truly want to help. So kudos to the whole Smile Train arc and Mabuhay Deseret sort of, what do you call it? Continuum. Because, all of your work together hand in hand has helped so many families and will continue to do so in beautiful Cebu. Now, before I go, I'd like to also say, because some people were asking for the contact details of the doctors, which they've already put on the chat. So if all of the media practitioners could just check the chat, because there also is not only the Facebook page of Mabuhay Deseret and the Cleft Care Center address is also there, because I did see that someone was asking that he missed the address of it all. So all of the information that you need before we go is in the chat. So if you could kindly check that. And I'm sure that you can also be in touch with whomever invited you to the event for all of the information that you need. And thank you so much for all of your questions. Now, thank you everyone again for joining us this very rainy morning. And thank you for helping us raise awareness about Smile Train's work over there in Cebu. Now, more information is found in the press kits, of course. And in case you have more questions, feel free to reach out to our friends from Green Bulb Communications or contact Smile Train at philippines@smiletrain.org. With that, I'd like to say have a great rest of your day, everybody. Stay safe, and we wish everybody the very best. Thank you so much for joining us today.